Remember how we were wrapping up last year in 2026? Many of you worried that your family doctor clinics, your family medicine clinics would be shutting down. How many of you got emails from your clinic saying, hey, coming up next year, it could be April, looks like we're going to close, Bill 2, this is what it means, right? So I know that's how we were ending much of the conversation last year when it comes to family medicine as the battle over Bill 2 eventually did come to a head, and we saw the government cave on many fronts. And with that in mind, I'm thinking about some of the clinics that we spoke to at the end of last year. Clinic Medical, they've let us know that they're going to stay open. They will not be closing now. The Hudson Medical Center, they're going to be staying open now in light of what happened with the government and Bill 2 caving on that front. I just got a text message, from a listener because they received an email from their clinic. They write this, that their clinic is the Clinic Montreal, and they received a note saying that they will stay open after previously saying they were closing down. This listener saying, thank you, Dr. Simons and Dr. Bush, apparently the owners of Clinic Montreal, right? So many people would have been affected there. So let's talk now to one other clinic about the agreement that the doctors and the government have over Bill 2, and if it will mean for them that their clinic's going to stay open. Dr. Michael Kalin is a family physician at Kildare Santé in Côte-St-Luc. Dr. Kalin, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
So, is it the same deal for your clinic? Was there worries at the end of as we wound down 2025, and now as you start this year, are you going to be staying open?
Well, everybody was definitely worried. Bill 2 was an existential threat to clinics, and with the reprieve from last year, we have a state of execution right now. We don't know what's going to happen because we know Bill 2 has been put aside, but the government and the FMOQ, that's the doctor union, have to negotiate something new. So the guillotine has been lifted. We're sort of like the prisoner, and we got the phone call from the governor. We got the reprieve here, but we don't know what's coming next. Is there going to be another trial? Are we going to be in a similar position in a few months from now? Every year, family medicine groups renew their contract. That comes into effect April 1st. I can tell you we do not have a contract yet. They have not presented anything to us. And this is the time when we normally renegotiate. So we need this to start. We need a new contract, preferably not an annual one, preferably a long-term one, maybe 4 or 5 years, so we can adequately plan. And we need to know what will replace Bill 2, because ultimately speaking, for all these clinics, we are funded predominantly by the doctors who work here. And if their salaries are going to be cut dramatically, as discussed in Bill 2, the clinics will be sending out letters again saying that the survival is at risk. But today, we don't have that immediate existential threat.
But in light of everything that we do know, right? The premier gets involved in the negotiations. The political side of this as well, right? The CAQ doing very bad in the polls. The premier, his polling is terrible, and healthcare is such a big issue here. Do you feel that you've got the wind is blowing in your direction, that things are favorable to the doctors getting their way on this one?
I certainly hope so. Minister Dubé is gone, and that's, I think, a positive development as far as negotiations. We have a new Minister of Health, fresh eyes, new perspective. There's an election coming up, like you said. I think the government wants a win. They certainly don't want to go into the election with another debacle. So I think that the features are coming together, that maybe the stars are aligning, that we can actually sit down and come to a mutually agreeable solution that benefits everybody, most importantly, patients. And this time to consider all the elements, not just doctors, but also the allied health professionals, the clinics, And of course, other issues like access for patients. So hopefully this time it will be done better, and we have a new health minister. So hopefully this will be positive.
So, and just correct me if I'm wrong, right? I think like as we last left it here, we had a tentative agreement between the doctors and the province, and then there was a vote, and I think it was 97% of doctors said, "Yep, we're good." So it seems like doesn't it seem like all the chips are in the right place to get a deal?
Well, the vote was 97% to give a mandate for the FMOQ to negotiate on our behalf.
Okay.
We don't know what they're going to go negotiate. So yes, we approved the dismissal of Bill 2. That is now put aside. But now the two sides have to sit down, roll up their sleeves, and come to a new agreement by the end of June.
Gotcha.
So we don't know what's going to come next. We do know what was dismissed, which was Bill 2, and hopefully we won't look at that again. And I think the government learned their lesson. I certainly hope so. But there is no agreement right now. There's a lot of uncertainty. Like I said, we don't have the GMF renewal contract. Normally we're negotiating that right now.
Gotcha.
We don't have it, and we don't know what will replace Bill 2. There's some framework concepts, but we don't know the specifics.
We're wrapping up here with Dr. Michael Kalin, family physician at Kildare Santé at Côte-St-Luc. Let me ask you, Dr. Kalin, about how it's been dealing with your patients, like the uncertainty. I imagine everyone coming in for their appointments was asking the same question over and over and over. What's the messaging you have now for your patients?
Well, first of all, the patients have been phenomenal, supportive. I've never received so much chocolate in my life. Our conference room is overflowing with goodwill and sweets. So thank you. We appreciate it. Our patients are our greatest allies. And ultimately, it was the voice of the patients united up against the government that made the change. So we thank you. We want the patients to keep up the pressure. The government should be doing it for you. We want a better healthcare system with better access. We want you all to have family doctors. The same family doctor who you can see time and time again to look after you and your family, even if you move. That's your right. We want to keep it that way. So we want to keep the dialogue open. We want the patients to continue to be our allies and our advocates, and we will continue to look for you.
Are they? You think they're breathing? I know you said like it's a stay of execution, but do you think you got a lot of patients breathing a sigh of relief right now?
Absolutely. Patients come in and they look at me and they say, "How are things now?" And I really appreciate it. We went into this profession because we want to help people and we want to develop these relationships, this rapport. That's the beauty of family medicine. Our superpower is our doctor-patient relationship. That's what we want to do. And for the government to abruptly and almost take that away from us was shocking and so disturbing. It was demoralizing. So we want to work to preserve this. And so the patients have been our source of strength, and hopefully we will stand up for them and we will get this deal done in a way that benefits everybody.
Dr. Kalin, we're going to leave it there. I want to thank you so much for coming on this morning, and hopefully we can catch up again with even better news where the stay of execution becomes something a little bit more permanent.
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
That's Dr. Michael Kalin, a family physician at Kildare Santé in Côte-St-Luc. You can send me a text message at 514-790-0800. Let me know if you've received notice from your family medicine clinic that they are indeed going to stay open and they won't be shutting down as planned or as previously announced.
Canadian women are looking for more out of themselves, their businesses, their elected leaders, and the world around them.
And that's why we're thrilled to introduce the Honest Talk podcast.
I'm Jennifer Stewart.
And I'm Catherine Clark. And in this podcast, we interview Canada's most inspiring women.
Entrepreneurs, artists, athletes, politicians, and newsmakers, all at different stages of their journey.
So if you're looking to connect, then we hope you'll join us.
Listen to the Honest Talk podcast on iHeartRadio or wherever you listen to your podcasts.